What's good, YouTube? It's your boy Tonyd2wild checking in once again, back with the bang of the day, guys. And today we got some special things in the building because, yeah, man, December is looking good already. So without further ado, I'm not going to waste any time. Let's get straight into it, man, because we got some big things to talk about. Now, I just want to say, guys, we've had a very, very big weekend, and I just want to know down below in the comment section who copped on the Jordan 3 black cement. Who did? I want to know down below. I want to know your thoughts and opinions on them because I've reviewed the shoes, right? I did my reviews. Some of you guys did not have them. Some of y'all hit on shock drops. Some of y'all may were on the way to get them, whatever, right? Now that we're all settled in and done, right? What's your verdict on the Jordan 3 black cements from 2024? Let me know down below in the comment section. Did you like them? Did you like them? Did you pass on them? Did you cop them but you regretted it? I want to know all your thoughts and opinions down below. We did our video. We compared them to the 2018 pair, not because that was the gold standard, but that was the last pair that came out. And we want to see a progression from Jordan Brand, not a regression. We want to see better materials. We want to see better details, especially when we're paying $20 more when that pair released. So I want to hear your thoughts on how you felt about this release. Also, do you feel like they are going in the good direction? Do you feel like the quality is better on this pair? The details is better on this pair than previous releases? Comment it down below in the comment section. Guys, also I wanted to be known that right now over on Represent Clothing, they have their Black Friday sale going on right now. So make sure you guys and girls check out the link down below in the description. I will link you to this t-shirt that I'm wearing right here, the brand new t-shirt that is picked up, which is their initial tee, and this one in particular is a masking tape initial tee. And if you can see close up, the actual initials themselves have this like masking tape type of fabric on top of it, which I like a lot. I think it's pretty dope. We also picked up the Owners Club in ash gray. This is like one of their just staple hoodies out there, the Owners Club, and this is in a ash gray. And when it goes to Represent Clothing, I utilize their medium. I wear medium. I'm 5'8", about 170, and overall it fits pretty much true to size. I would say it's slightly maybe oversized, more boxy, a little bit more floaty. It's not super tight and all that, so I think overall it has a very, very nice fitting to it. These though are all on sale right now, as well as the recent pickups like this t-shirt, which is their Sunrise tee. There's also the Icarus in white and blue that we recently picked up, the Icarus in blue in a hoodie, and also the Icarus in blue in a t-shirt. So all these are actually available, and I will link them down below in the description so you guys and girls can check it out and also get these on a very nice sale right now for Black Friday. When it comes to Represent, it's one of my favorite brands out there. Good quality, good craftsmanship, and the number one thing, just some dope designs. So if you want to check them out, right now is the time because Black Friday is live, and I will link down below in the description every one of these items so that you can jump on this right now. Now, to pop things off, first one off the rip, we got coming in, I believe, December 19th, and that is the Devin Booker Nightmare Before Christmas. The Nightmare Before Christmas is set to release on December 19th for a retail price point of $140. And I like these. I like these, guys. Like, to be honest, you look at these, right, and you're like, wait, didn't these drop, or didn't something like this drop on Halloween? Well, once again, I feel like Devin Booker's been doing a phenomenal job telling his story throughout his shoes. Like, real talk, as far as basketball shoes goes and like signature shoes for basketball athletes right about now, I feel like the release of the book one has been a book. Like, I really want to get a hold of Devin Booker, or at least the people that are behind the book one, because the shoe itself is like a book. It's a page, like each page is something about Devin Booker. We learned about his dog through his shoes. We learned about the rattlesnake, of course, living in Phoenix. We learned about the Mirage. We learned about the Halloween pair, which was black. Now we had the white pair, which is more in focus, even more on, I believe it's a Jack Skeleton, right? Jack Skeleton. And first and foremost, the Nightmare Before Christmas takes part in Halloween Town. Halloween Town was the shoe that dropped in Halloween. Now we have the Nightmare Before Christmas dropping as the Christmas sneaker. And this is one of his favorite, if not his favorite ever movie. He dresses up like him, or he has dressed up like him for Halloween several times as well. So it just plays a part in his story, in his book, and I feel like each and every colorway has a very nice theme to it. As I stated before, just every single shoe you can find some sort of story behind it, and why we're picking these colorways, or why we went with these colorways. And then the shoe itself, the detailing on the shoe, whether it's chapter 1 being the first shoe, 96, the year he was born. You got on the actual box itself, these numbers that stand for like I believe one is like Phoenix, Arizona, one's like Mississippi, where he grew up at, where he was born. Each of these are like area codes from like different parts of the U.S. that he went to high school or he went to college at. A little bit all about him, and I ain't gonna lie, I just forgot about it. I've said it several times, which each one of these are, but. And I wanted to go ahead and confirm it. 001, of course, is his jersey number. 616 is Grand Rapids. 228 is Moss Point High, and 602 is Phoenix, Arizona. So they all play a part in his life. He has his family crest on the back of the tongue. And I am going to say, as I said it before, this has definitely been a shoe that's grown on me, that when I first saw this shoe, I thought it was horrific. Is it the best looking shoe? No, but it's not bad. And 140 is not bad at all, especially for a basketball shoe. Like if I was a kid growing up and I played at like the YMCA or something, like you got a lot of choices for some favorable price ranges right now. Definitely when I was in high school, shoes were way cheaper than they are now, but a shoe like this, you know, it's not bad. 140 is not bad. I like it. So salutes once again to Devin Booker. And you've had a great year, in my opinion, one of the best for signature releases, just because of the storytelling. Like your storytelling and at least the themes that go along with it have just been on point, and I like it. I like it a lot. Next up, we have a release that I don't know too much about, but I do know this is a big monumental release for a lot of sneakerheads out there, like other sneakerheads, right? And I like that. This is a sneaker that released back in 2006 from a very, very popular graffiti artist by the name of Stash. And he dropped these shoes back in 06, and he is bringing them back alongside with Nike in December. I've heard of Stash, don't get me wrong, I've heard of him, but and the whole entire box, by the way, features his artwork, right? Now, I've heard of him, I've seen his work before. Am I in tune following him and all that? No, but I do think, once again, it's a very dope concept, and it's very dope that, like, I feel like Nike, to some people it might not be a lot, or they don't care about, you know, recycling, stuff like that. I just feel like right now, people in my age frame, people that's, I would say 25 and up, are really eating right now when it comes to like certain shoes that they grew up on, unable to obtain, maybe because they didn't have the money, or it was extremely expensive, or yeah, or just exclusive and sold out, right? I feel like we are eating right now when it comes to shoes being able to come back and us allowing us to like go and grab them right now. And this is one of those right here. He actually revealed these on his Instagram, pixelated, and then since then has been revealing it more. And then since then, there's also seeming to be an Air Force One that's going to release alongside with this. The release date on this one, I believe, is December 13th. And right now, like the previous pair went for $700 right now. They're sitting for $700 on StockX. Used pairs $325. And these released, like I said, back in 2006. So we know though right now, stuff like that, it come back out, it don't go for nothing. It don't really, and nor does that matter. Like I'm not here buying shoes to flip. I'm not buying shoes to resell. Some of the new people that come to this channel don't seem to understand that. The OGs know, like, we buy shoes because we like to buy shoes and we cop stuff to rock, and that's just how it's always been. Do we flip our shoes here and there? Do I sell my shoes later on if I don't wear them? Yeah, but I'm not buying to flip. Now, these are set to release on December 13th, and the retail right now is what it's showing is $200. Now, these are nice, don't get me wrong. These are extremely nice overall. I personally will probably be more than likely passing on this, but I think it is review worthy. And I do like the fact that this is something old coming back from 2006 and a collaboration with a graffiti artist that is well respected. And this sneaker has been well respected. So I want to give my input. I want to do my research, and I want to come out with a review on something that I think is pretty dope to see coming back for a lot of the fans out there. And these also come with nylon patches on each one. Each of these are different, and they have one is like I ain't gonna lie, it reminds me of like a like the reverse card on the Uno, the reverse card kind of, and you can peel that off. Check that out. And then the other one, I think this is his actual like maybe his signature, and you could tell like this is that OG graffiti, like this the graffiti of the days, you know. When I mean OG graffiti, this is the art of it, the way the designs of the lettering and all that, you know, graffiti has changed over time, but this looks like the graffiti that you remember seeing growing up as a kid. It's just, if you know, you know. It's the shapes, the designs, the polygram type of angling and stuff like that. It's hard to explain, but it's more of like the triangles, a lot of triangular type of look. And then also the paper, I'm looking at it. We're gonna do some research. We're gonna look more into this one because I find this one pretty interesting. And something coming back from 2006, bro. I don't think I was even in like I was like in middle school, or maybe I was going into high school back in 2006. Guys, y'all been asking about this hat, right? This sample hat right here and this tee, now available. Check out the link down below in the description, okay? The t-shirt and the hat is available, and it's also right here underneath the YouTube video. It should be plugged in. Anybody who orders this t-shirt right now all the way to next week, to the Cyber Monday, you'll be entered into winning a pair of free Jordan 3 black cements. So buy a pair of these tees now and enter yourself in from now all the way to next Tuesday to win a pair of black cement 3s for any of the customers out there that cop something from Sample today, as well as any other day up to. So December 2nd is the last day. Now, last but not least, a lot of people have been, spoken their opinion. This is the shoe that if you did see the clip on Complex Con, Yachty was on panel and went off on my man Bimma. Just went off like crazy, right? Salute to them two men though, because they got it back on Instagram and hashed it out. So salute to them on that as well, because Bimma's a great man, great guy, supportive. If you guys don't know, that man Bimma is the reason why I have my Saucony collab that we did back in 2013. That was his whole entire project. Bimma's the one that made that happen. He's worked with Saucony. He made that, Originators. He put us on the map, and you really look at it, I hate to say it, but I gotta be 1000. Like, it was us that I feel like the originators, as they called that little project, is what led on later on to people like, your J Tips to get those type of collabs. I'm not saying that we made J Tips should be bowing to me, no, but what I'm saying is before that, Saucony was doing collaborations, but they were doing it with like a Concepts or like a Bodega or like Packers and stuff like that, right? These were collabs with specific influencers within the community, influential people, right? Actual people. And before that, and during that time back then, the only real people that was really doing it as a person, like an actual person, I would say was like a Ronnie Fieg. Fieg was doing his own thing, and then Kifley was doing stuff like that as well. But it really wasn't from the Saucony's end. Saucony was more so doing it on a company end. But now you got J Tips, you got Joe Fresh, you got all these people coming in, Salehi Benberry, now these specific designers are getting these opportunities. Not saying that we are the reason, I'm just saying that we were one of those people from way back in 2013 doing it, and now Saucony's out there, they doing their thing with individuals, and I like that, so salutes. With that said, we got here today the Concrete Boys Air Force One. Now, you might want to go ahead and just turn it off if you're not gonna like what I'm about to say, but I like these. I like them. Now, these are set to release on December 2nd, and the retail is $130. I'm not mad at that price point. Now, maybe I'm being a little too nice. Maybe I'm being a hype beast. Call it what you want. I don't really give a damn, okay? I've probably been doing this longer than you. Now, if you've been doing it for more longer than me and you calling me a hype beast, then respect. My bad. But I'm just saying, like, at this point, if I like something and I like it, cool. If I don't, cool. If I like it because it's hyped up or because Yachty attached to it, cool. I don't give a damn. I'm a married man and I'm doing what I want to do, right? Now, with that said, why do I like this though, right? Because Yachty, one, is from the A. He knows, he's close to my age. He knows what it was like growing up in the A. And when he made this sneaker, I feel like he captured a little bit of that in there. One little particular part that this shoe made me really like this shoe, right? Yeah, it's 130. I think these go for like 115 now, right? So they're paying about $15 over retail. And let me confirm that, right? Let me confirm. It's not like it's last time I checked, it was 130. If it's 150, then, I can say something. But when I looked, let me look. It's 130. Okay, so I see it right here on Sneaker News. Let me see, how much are the Air Force One whites? 115. So 15 bucks, I'm not tripping about it, okay? It's better than paying, we just paid $220 on these Jordan 1s, then Jordans are going for $200. Some are now going for $210. So, it's all about, it's the same. Now, with that said, the quality of the leather on this Air Force One is better than the typical quality on your typical Air Force One. It's better quality, thicker overall, has a very nice overall coating. The paneling is thicker as well. Like, you could tell that there's different thickness of this paneling and this paneling compared to this paneling here and this one as well. And there is somewhat of a type of grain. I won't say it's tumbled, but it's very, very nice. You have the hang tag that stands for, it's us, which is one of Yachty's favorite sayings. You got the Concrete Boy on the back, the logo with the C, and then you got the actual Concrete Boy on the back here embroidered with the concrete, him hitting the concrete slab. On the inside, you have the It's Us. First and foremost, I liked the Rockefeller that were all white, kind of similar to this. That dropped back then. I love the Terror Squad. that was black and white that dropped back then and came back out later as a friends and family. And this was also supposed to be a friends and family, but then later got pushed out because of the reception that it got, right? Now, I've been holding y'all off. Why do I like these? This right here, bro. If you are above 25, you know what that is. That is the OG Air Force One metal cap right there. They stopped doing that, I want to say back in like 2006 or 5. They stopped doing it and they went with that rectangular one that I think we still have to this day. And at first it was like a rectangular one with like a white clear globe and it had like a silver check, and then they did it where it was just like this metallic material, but it was an overall rectangle. They've moved it around all over the place, but this is the old school Dundada Air Force One metal cap, or metal little lace lock or lace slit, whatever you want to call it, right about there. That's not the only thing, obviously. I like them. They're just overall, they're a white pair with a concrete slab of white and navy. I don't have an issue with this color overall. Is it basic? Yes, it's basic. Is anything wrong with that? No. $15 more. I'm not tripping out 15 bucks. And I'm getting embroidered, you know, concrete slab, Yachty, the concrete boys on the back. Like, I'm not tripping about that. I feel like for $15 more, I'm getting $15 worth more features and a better overall quality leather on this sneaker. So to each its own. I'm not flipping them. I'm not selling them. No. The bottom of them, that navy as well, white and navy, It's Us. You have It's Us also, which is on the tongue, and that is in a leather overall tag and not your typical cloth tag. So when I look at this, I just look at like old Atlanta thoughts in my brain. Air Force Ones, if you're from the A, you knew we've been growing up on Air Force Ones, the mids and the lows, and having an all fresh pair was very, very important. And this little thing right here, this means a lot to me. It meant a lot to me back then because I didn't have money like that. But being able to go to school with a fresh pair of all whites, and that being the case right there, having that guy right there, it just is nostalgic. It's weird, I know, but I don't talk weird like this. I'm talking weird now. Like, y'all never see me go crazy over a goddamn piece of little metal. Maybe I'm hypnotized. It is what it is. But this shoe, in my opinion, one, I like Yachty. I like Little Yachty. I like the Concrete Boys. You know, I like his record label. Salutes to him, and he's from the A, so I'm gonna represent and show support for an Atlanta native. And I think that the shoe itself, it's an all white. It got a little bit of navy in it, which is cool. But I like the overall look of the quality, and I like the little bit of extra gimmicks and stuff that's going on. Could he have went more, like my man Bimba said, could he have went a little bit more crazy and all that? Yeah, he could have did all that. He could. But who's to say that's not what's coming next? You know, so I know that I probably am gonna have the least popular comment. Like, majority of y'all gonna be bashing this shoe because it's so damn basic and y'all like anything and this is the most boring shoe. It's an all white and you going crazy over it. Like, nah. Now, would I pay $200 for this? Would I pay resale for this? How much are these going for right now, right? If I'm only paying retail for this sneaker, I'm not paying anything else except for retail plus shipping. Now, I ain't, let's see, anything else, 150, nah, 175. Well, if it was 150 retail, that's the most I would go. I would not go any more higher though. I'm not going 175 or 200. Nah, I'm good on that. So right now, this shoe's going for $287 in my price, in my size. $240, no, like all these prices, hell no. You out your goddamn mind. You crazy then. But $130 is where I'm at. $150, I'd have been like, eh. But I'm cool with it, man. And I want to support Yachty, man. I want to support an Atlanta native. Does Yachty know me? Nah. But one day he probably will. And I know people that know him. So if I needed to go know him to make it feel better for y'all, I'll link up with Yachty one day. They also come with the Concrete Boys paper on here also. So I think this is the beginning of a long-term partnership. And Yachty's a sneakerhead. Yachty's a big-time sneakerhead in the ATATF Facebook group. Salutes to the brother Cord. I'm gonna say KO's full name. Salutes to my brother KO, man. KO got the ATATF popping. And if you know ATATF, if you in the A or you maybe in another state, ATATF is the place to be as far as a Facebook community for sneakerheads. But before Yachty was a rapper, he was a sneakerhead, and he still is a sneakerhead. So it's like I'm supporting one sneakerhead to another. If I can support J Tips in some way by buying something, or Joe Fresh, who acts, salutes, I met Joe Fresh several times, or any other of these guys, I can support Yachty. I can support him. I like him. It's cool. It's cool. So with that said, let me know you guys' thoughts and opinions down below in the comment section as always. And I love y'all and I appreciate y'all. And I'm gonna see y'all on the next one. I'm out. Peace.